Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this special Weather Now. Here with meteorologist Matt Breland and meteorologist Matthew Willoughby. Happy to be with you guys on this messy Monday morning.
Oh
It
yeah.
definitely was not the bright, sunny day that we wish we could have to start off this Monday for sure.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's gonna be really a wet week that we'll get to in just a bit. But yeah, we're starting it off on the wet, messy side as well. But yeah, it was I was on the roads and then you were tracking it in studio. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was just kind of a bit of a wet morning. Roads didn't really get too icy out there.
Right.
Probably, I
Thank
mean,
goodness.
I think further north they probably definitely saw some slick spots
Yeah.
and even some snow further north.
Yeah, I know towards Caramel, Indiana, Caramel. I know we mess up, but I think you could say them either way.
Yeah.
I know there were some reports earlier this morning that they had about 2 inches of snowfall over
Wow.
there in that direction.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a snowy morning across southern Indiana this morning, and we're continuing to just see that messy pattern for this morning too. Check out satellite and radar this morning. That wintry mix has tried. I'm sure a few people saw a little bit of sleet here and there this morning, but overall, it's really been just a cold rain. It was just a cold, rainy morning
Yeah, I
across
mean,
Kentuckiana.
yeah, I mean, perfectly said. Yeah, I was hoping, we get some flakes here and there, but I
Mhm.
really didn't see much, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Like when I stepped out, heading out on the road this morning, yeah, it was just really honestly cold rain. We went into Indiana. I think we went as far north as Sellersburg, but
Yeah.
I mean, if we probably would have kept going. We probably could have ran into some, possibly some sleet and snow a little bit. But I mean, even far
Mhm.
north of Sellersburg, really didn't see much except some of that cold rain.
Yeah, cold rain can really be a burden too.
Yeah,
I mean, it can really annoy you
yeah,
whenever it's just a cold rain. There comes a point where I'm like, I would rather it just be snow
exactly.
because, at least snow, it doesn't make you feel that cold, wet feeling right
Yes,
away.
that's the worst.
Yes, that is the worst. So that's likely what we have right now. I would say the reason why we've got the mix showing up on the radar is because probably where the radar beam is
Mhm.
launching through those showers, it's probably picking. I'm sure this sleet melts right before it reaches the
Oh,
surface.
absolutely.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't been quite cool enough and quite cool enough long enough for it to
Mhm.
stay as sleet when it hits the ground because our temperatures really were just a few degrees above freezing throughout most of the morning. A few pockets of us, I'm sure, were a degree or so
Mhm.
below freezing at times, but otherwise, this is just a cold, rainy morning. And now you'll notice on satellite and radar, most of us are continuing to see that cold rain arrive in. So, yeah, it is a dreary, dreary start to this morning. This has been around throughout most of our morning time. It really picked up around, I'd say 7 a.m. was whenever we saw
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
heaviest stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this was really one of those, technical, I guess, winter storms you can say. Where I mean, if we were, 2 to 3 degrees colder, then maybe we could have gotten some more, sleet,
Hmm.
kind of a little bit of snow. But yeah, I mean, you get, especially here in Louisville, you get anywhere further, just a few degrees, really just a few degrees above that freezing limit, and yeah, I mean, it starts to fall as rain. I know I saw some reports of possibly some, light coating of freezing rain into Floyd Knobs area. But I mean, for us, I mean, it was just a little bit warmer, so we just got cold rain, which is yeah,
Yeah.
definitely annoying at times because yeah, you're already cold, but then
Hmm.
I mean, the rain makes it even worse.
Yes, it does. So we're going to continue seeing just a cold, rainy pattern for today. And also, it is just going to be a rainy week
Mm,
across Kentucky. And I get
it's
used,
coming.
yeah, like what you see on the satellite right here of just steady rain showers. Just get used to it. I mean, that's not really the happiest of forecasts that we have for you guys. We're going to continue just staying in a very steady rainy pattern, the way that we'll get into this too. But we're under a setup right now that's just really um, allowing for steady rain showers. The way that this pattern has developed across most of the eastern U.S., it's going to keep us very rainy here in the southeast, the Ohio
Mhm.
Valley. I mean, we are in for a messy weather pattern over the next several days.
Yeah, get used to seeing this green on the radar because we're
Hmm.
pretty much we go live on this every day at 11 a.m. Get used to us talking about rain every single day this week because that's
Yeah.
that's really just the pattern we have. It's going to be green on radar possibly around this time mostly, or if not on the way, pretty much every day this week. It's when we say it's a wet week, pack the umbrella every single day,
Yeah.
honestly, because we'll have rain on different parts of the day every single day.
Yeah, we will. So here's a look at satellite and radar right now. And just to give you guys like a glimpse across like how everything's looking, you'll notice all of the Ohio Valley continuing to just stay in this messy trend as these rain showers just continue to advance their way in from the west. There's a decent shot of moisture just developing over the southwest right now, and it's all combining with some winds that are blowing off the eastern coast, giving in some extra moisture. So yeah, just a messy start to this Monday. This trend is going to continue as we head throughout the next upcoming hours. Like as Matthew said, just get used to it as we head throughout the next upcoming days because it's going to be just messy for us.
Yeah, it is, and then we won't. Even as this starts to move out a little bit, I mean, we still seems like we got some. I know I was looking at your future guys. We still got some rain this evening, right?
Yes, there's still some other chances for showers that will be developing as we head later on into our nighttime hours and definitely into tomorrow morning. I'd say tomorrow morning we are going to be in for quite a rainy trend. So we're expecting some downpours to arrive tomorrow. I would say tomorrow could be slightly more involving heavy downpours.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was. I was really hoping, at some point that you find those breaks in the rain where you can get out, maybe play a little, maybe pickleball. That's what I was trying to do with some of my friends this week, and I really can't find a moment where it's really just will be able to dry off for just a little bit before the rain comes back. And yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow definitely has a better chance for more widespread, heavier rain. This is kind of just like that light, cool rain that we're seeing for today. But I mean, it's been cloudy. Visibility is down just a little bit as well. But yeah, we were on the roadways earlier this morning with photojournalist Hayden Sorgenfry, and he was. I was asking him, does it feel a little bit slick when he was driving? But I mean, he said it's just really just some wet roadways and just honestly just a steady light rain that was falling this morning.
Yeah, and it's going to continue staying like that as we head throughout, this week. So here's a look at outside. I hope you guys were able to enjoy the sunshine this weekend. I was able to enjoy it. You said you were able to.
Yeah,
so,
I saw you out and about walking and everything. Yeah.
I was able to get a good walk. It took a few walks, actually, across the Big Four Bridge. It's a great spot to go to, but not really good weather for that now. That's why I was like, I'm going to spend as much time as I can outside because I know we are going to be in a messy week ahead. This is going to be quite the setup.
And I think the good thing about this, though, is I guess you can find the light in this week is actually going to be much warmer though.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know we've been talking about rain chances all week, but I think the better part is it's not just going to be cold all week. There's actually some, warming weather that we're gonna check out for you in just a sec. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be nice to see a little bit warmer. Take away the jacket for a little bit.
Right. Yeah, this week definitely beginning tomorrow. I mean, we really do have a shakeup in our temperatures. Today is very much a cold feeling day. It's going to feel like, an end of winter today. But tomorrow, we will be entering this mild weather pattern, and we are going to continue staying cloudy and cold through the week, though. So there's a look at temperatures at the moment. 33 degrees right here in Louisville. That's why we're not seeing sleet and snow. We're right there at it. If we were just a little bit colder, then we would be having an even messier morning with sleet and snow. So, like we said, this is just a cold, rainy start to our morning time. And those temperatures over in southern Indiana through the morning, they were in the lower 30s, around 30, 31 at times this morning. So it was easier for snow and sleet to happen for those folks. But the freezing line was almost right along the Ohio River earlier this morning. So actually here, we can play this satellite loop over the last 6 hours. That way we can just kind of talk about the evolution of the system that came through. So yeah, around like 5 a.m., you'll notice the freezing line was really just kind of hovering. Let's draw it back here, 5 a.m. The freezing line was really just along the Ohio River, especially right along, just across.
Yeah.
We'll see that it was just right along the Ohio River, just outside of downtown. That's where those temperatures started to cross over below freezing briefly, and then some of those heavier snow showers started happening closer towards North Vernon and Madison around 8 a.m. or so. But yeah, it definitely turned into a cold morning. And if the temperatures would have been cold enough all the way to the surface, it definitely would have been a snowier morning for a lot of us, especially here in Louisville. Now, not to say that some of you aren't seeing flakes and maybe, a few flurries here and there, and maybe a little patch of sleet mixed in with those rain showers. That's probably still happening. Probably, I feel like out towards Middletown, they see They usually see it, outside the city where it's a little bit colder, but still just a gray and gloomy start. And as I said, we're chilly too, with temperatures still staying below freezing, or still staying right around freezing for us as we head into this final morning hour
Mm.
on our Monday. So there's another look at temperatures right now across Kentuckiana. We've got temperatures into the 30s, 32 Madison, 35 Bardstown.
Yeah, and I think Madison had a little bit of snow like earlier this morning. That where that freezing line is, I think Madison had a little bit of snow possibly earlier this morning. That's where that around 32 degrees, especially right now. They're probably a little bit cooler, but I mean Madison's not too far even from Louisville, so it can really be that defined of when you see that rain versus snow versus sleet.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we've got a chilly morning for us right now, but things are changing. We're going to be talking about temperatures that are warming up. We've got lots of rain chances in the forecast for this week. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have that for you guys right here. Hey, thanks again for keeping it here on Weather Now with meteorologist Matt Breland, meteorologist Matthew Willoughby. And this is, once again, just a reminder, this is a show exclusively just for WHAS 11 on our app, on your mobile device, or on your television. It'll be the Weather Impact Team and the other meteorologist. Last Friday, I had Bryce Toll on here with me
I
from Great
heard,
Day
yeah.
Live. Yeah, so there's no true like hardcore
Yeah.
set like
Mm.
that we will be talking about weather, but it may be a meteorologist and another WHAS member on here and just going in the depth about the forecast and what we have going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, Friday was a great day. It was a lot of sunshine, but
Yeah, it was a great day.
totally different as we head into this week. That's why we
Yeah.
were saying right before the break, hope you were able to enjoy the sunshine for the weekend, because we are entering a wet weather pattern now for sure.
Yep, and today is just the start of it. I mean, we're still gonna see showers. Today will be, a wet day. We know this is the first of many that we're seeing. We'll continue to check that out, especially for the noon show as well. But I mean, we'll get possibly a quick break throughout the afternoon. But I mean, that rain feels right back in throughout this evening, especially for your evening commute.
Yeah, as soon as we go into that 12 p.m. hour, we're still going to see rain showers making their way into Kentuckiana. Cold rain showers, though, because now our temperatures are going to be above freezing as we head into this afternoon. So I would say between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m., you can still expect cold rain showers to be around Kentuckiana. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s. So no snow, no sleet, but just annoyingly cold rain for most of us. I mean, this has been a widespread setup this morning.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I think it really cut right through our area. And I think
Mhm.
that's part of the reason why we did the weather impact alert because it was really gonna determine where that freezing line ended up, whether we get possibly more snow or sleet or even rain. So
Yeah,
yeah, this system really cut right through our area
it
where
did.
it brought snow further north, but mostly sleet, rain into our area for this morning.
Yeah, which thankfully we don't have any more sleet or snow in the forecast
Mhm.
for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
It is just rain. We have steady rainy conditions that will still be continuous across Kentuckiana. This is an excessive rain pattern that's going to be around all of Kentuckiana, really the Ohio Valley as we head into this week. So we're going to see those showers start to ease up around 5 p.m. As we head into the evening and the nighttime hours. We do see a quiet period. The clouds still stick around, but Tuesday morning really looks rainy too. We've got another round of showers that will be developing into the early hours of Tuesday morning, and they're likely going to become a bit heavier as we enter the later hours of Tuesday morning. Like around 8 a.m. when you're getting your day started, we're tracking some downpours that'll start developing across Kentuckiana.
And it's crazy to think, we talk about for meteorologist wise, talk about March 1st being that start of meteorological spring.
Hmm.
It's kind of right on time here where we
Yeah.
got warmer conditions, no snow, but it's
Hmm.
rain. And it's really just going to be some heavier rain, especially for Tuesday. And we'll be kind of ramping that up as well for not necessarily for today being light rain, but more of kind of like that steady, moderate rain that really can definitely soak you heading out the door
Yeah.
for work or school.
Yeah, as we head into tomorrow afternoon, we're still going to track steady showers. This weather model is really wanting to put a focus of those under southern Indiana, which is still definitely, a possibility. The
Mhm.
way that these showers are focusing, it looks like southern Indiana could still be under the main line of the heavy downpours. But as we head later on into our Tuesday, these showers are still going to be stretching across most of Kentuckiana, especially as we head later on into like Tuesday later afternoon, Tuesday evening between 3, 5 p.m. time. That's whenever we're expecting this to become a bit more numerous and widespread across Kentuckiana. So tomorrow starts off rainy and stays rainy. And into tomorrow night, I mean, this is still staying, this trend has been sticking around for the last few days that it wants to bring in heavy rain showers Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Like
Mhm.
really, really steady heavy rainfall Tuesday night into Wednesday morning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty heavy right there. That's some
Hmm.
pretty decent downpours that could cause possibly some localized flooding for just a little bit. But I mean, I mean, if you get some steady downpours like that, where you see kind of the oranges and the reds, I mean, that can definitely cause some puddling outside some of those drains to kind of try to keep up with flowing that water down. But yeah, I mean, definitely keep an eye on out for definitely Tuesday night for some heavy downpours at times.
Yeah, and as we head later on into Tuesday night, I mean, those showers are still just going
Mm-hmm.
to remain continuous. I mean, as I said, our Wednesday morning is still expected to include heavy downpours too. Like I would say, probably our rainiest time that includes the decent chances for the heavy downpours is going to be Tuesday night into Wednesday morning because these weather models have been forecasting that's whenever we're expected to see some of our heavier showers arrive in.
And if we can, as we talk about, rain for Tuesday, rain for Wednesday as well. It's kind of a breakdown of, okay, we had the chance for a bit of a wintry mix for today. Middle part of the week is more of those general rain showers, but also later part of the weekend, I know we'll talk about this, is more of possible some thunderstorms as well that could be
Hmm.
added towards this heading towards Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so we are in a wet weather pattern for sure going throughout this first full week of March. And, like Matthew said, we started spring or meteorological
Yeah.
spring.
Hmm.
And that's just whenever we start keeping like the seasonal records. That's pretty much what that means. But we are definitely on track for a spring like pattern. And something I said on Great Day Live earlier was, yes, this is going to be a very rainy week, but it will help turn things very green towards
Hmm.
the end of the month. I would say this is going to be a good month, definitely a good week for your grass to start greening up
Yes.
again, and we're going to
Yes.
see the trees start coming back to life. This is definitely going to do a lot of good for the outdoor aesthetic.
Mhm. Yeah, and Austin, I know that in our Kentucky and the Cloud Watchers group, Austin pulled a picture for photo of the week that had some buds growing on some trees last week. So,
Okay,
yeah,
already.
spring is coming hopefully. And
Mhm.
yeah, this that was a good point by you. This will definitely help a lot of that stuff start to really flourish by the time we get really into the springtime.
Yes, exactly. Healthy rains is what you can call this sometimes whenever
Mm,
we start seeing those rain showers around this time of the year, starting to bring everything back to life. So,
yes.
but it is, I mean, we're expecting several inches of rainfall though. So we're going to be watching for the potential with these excessive rain showers. You know, there's so many rivers and lakes and streams that we have here in
Yep.
Kentucky, Anna. So something we do have to monitor, of course, is river flooding. Last spring, we definitely saw an insane river flooding situation with the Ohio River. That's not necessarily in the forecast, but we are going to talk about likely some minor flooding in some areas. So we'll get to those details here soon. We're going to take one more break and then we will come back on to you guys. Hey, thanks for keeping it here on Weather Now. I'm meteorologist Matt Breland with meteorologist Matthew Willoughby, and we are continuing to just give you guys a walkthrough on what we're expecting for this week ahead in Kentuckiana. We are tracking quite the rainy setup as we head into the rest of our days. So this was definitely a beginner for what's to come. We've got a rainy morning continuing, rainy afternoon still in the forecast. Tomorrow morning, we're expecting showers to continue, and Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon, like what you see right here on our future cast, that's expected to still bring in some downpours too.
Yeah, I mean, this is now day three of what will be some more showers, and even we Sunday early Sunday morning we saw some showers. So it was kind of like okay, we days. We started this off Sunday, got it for Monday. We
Yep.
talked about it just a few minutes ago for Tuesday, and then I mean this is Wednesday once again seeing some showers
Yeah.
for you just around the lunch hour for us on Wednesday.
So continuing to stay very rainy and messy as we go into these next upcoming days. So this is Wednesday afternoon. We're going to continue tracking out just several rounds of showers that will develop into our Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. A very unsettled weather pattern is going to be around for the week. So Wednesday night, still expected to include some numerous showers. And we're going to show you guys what we're expecting possible rainfall totals to be. So it all begins today. This is the beginning of our rainy setup. We could already pick up close to a quarter of an inch of rainfall across some of our southern counties once we head into this night. And then tomorrow morning, we're expecting some heavy downpours to start
Another round.
happening. Yeah, another round. And these they're going to have a potential to focus more across southern Indiana, but still a decent amount of showers for all of us in Kentuckiana. So I would say by Tuesday night, we're talking close to an inch of rainfall across southern Indiana.
Mhm.
So that's already going to cause some slick spots and some potential flooding in some areas that already have more of a shallow river profile. But Wednesday morning, I think, is really going to
Well,
be our rainy time,
yeah, I
right?
mean that's 2 inches from just from today
Hmm.
versus Wednesday. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean I don't. I was thinking I haven't looked at drought monitor, so I don't know if we even really need the rain. But I mean, if see 2 inches of rainfall from today versus Wednesday, I mean that's pretty decent amount of rain still for especially this time of year, getting that pretty early on this spring.
Yeah, this is going to be just a very messy pattern as we
Hmm.
go throughout this week. So we're talking up to 2 inches of potential rainfall as we head into, and that's just Wednesday afternoon. We're not done with
Not
rain
done
showers
yet.
after Wednesday. So
Mm-mm.
this is the setup that we have going on. This is what's making this unsettled weather pattern. We have an area of high pressure that's focusing towards the East Coast, and that's creating a profile that's driving in temperatures that are warming up. I mean, it's going to feel dramatically different by
Hmm.
tomorrow and into the next upcoming days. We're going to have temperatures really increase
Yeah.
into this week. I mean, we're going to be talking highs in the 70s, and that area of low pressure is going to bring in just enough lift to create a rainy, but also we're watching the potential for some thunderstorms to develop for our Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, too. There could be enough of this unsettled pattern to lead to thunderstorm development.
And I'm trying to remember, have we had a day over 70 yet this year?
Not
Or
yet.
so this could
Well, no,
easily
we've been right at
right at
70,
70. Okay.
but I don't believe that we've hit above 70 just yet.
Okay, so we can possibly see, some of our first days above 70 so far this
Hmm.
year.
Hmm.
And yeah, you can see the setup like that Matt was talking about. So anytime you have 70s, you add a little bit of rain to it, that means some storms could definitely develop. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for really some stormy weather on Thursday night, possibly into Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so the week starts off rainy, rain showers midweek. The end of the week continuing to stay rainy, but throw in some thunder into that setup too.
Hmm.
It's going to look a little stormy because there's going to be some extra lift in the atmosphere, some extra heat, extra moisture. You combine all that together, and it's easy for thunderstorms to
Yep.
happen. So this is Thursday afternoon around 12 p.m. We're expecting spotty showers, but they're going to become more widespread as we head into Thursday night as that low pressure slowly tracks across the Ohio Valley. So that's what's going to start increasing the potential for thunderstorms. And then also too, this is going to feel like a week of never-ending rain.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the rain, this is a week for you. But
It is.
I think you should start replacing those heavier jackets for a umbrella and a rain
Hmm.
jacket because honestly, you'll need it every day.